And I believe we are on. Hello again. My, it seems like there's a new one of you every day. Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm assuming that since you're here, you're either new or you know what you're in for, in which case, welcome if you're new, and if you already know what you're in for, what's wrong with you? So, as you can probably tell by the title of the video, there's going to be a slightly different kind of video today. It's only slightly different. We're going to be talking about something that's a little bit more general, but even still, it still relates to the daily occurrences, as I'm sure you will figure out sooner or later. And tonight, we're going to be cooking some chicken parmesan, baked asparagus, and some other things. I just need to finish the seasoning. So, today we are talking about empathy and the way it is being misused. Because it is being misused. So, what is empathy, first off? Empathy, as is traditionally defined, is the ability to feel for another person. Not necessarily sympathy in the sense that you know on an intellectual level what they're going through, but you feel what they're going through. You understand what they're going through. You are empathic to what they're going through. And how this is being exploited. And what happens when you exploit empathy too much. I'll cut right to it. If you exploit empathy too much, and the empathy becomes a weakness, the empathy goes away. Now, I would like to give you a scenario for you to play out in your mind. Let's go ahead and say that the two of us have a fight. And you win. And you have me, and I say, no, stop, you're hurting me. And you, being an empathic person, think to yourself, well, I don't want to hurt this person. And clearly they're no longer attacking me, so I'm going to stop. And you do. And then, as you leave, the second you turn around, I get back up, and I attack you again. And once again, you stop me. You grab me and I say, no, stop, please, you're hurting me. And so you stopped yet again, but you're probably a little slower to stop this time, because I've already tricked you once. And once bitten, twice shy, but you stop anyways. Because again, you're not a bad person. You just want me to stop attacking you. So then one day, I sneak over, since I can no longer fight you, and I vandalize your house, but you catch me doing it. And you catch me when I'm about to burn your house, and you grab me, and I say, no, stop, you're hurting me. You still let me go? At what point in time do you stop caring that I'm being hurt? This is a very important question, because right now it's being acted out all across the world. Certain people are running around causing problems. Like, let's go ahead and use the rioters as an example. They run around, they burn things, they attack people. Let's use Antifa. They break things, and then when the police show up and start fighting them, because that's the only way they can stop them, they say, no, stop, you're hurting me. It's unfair what you're doing to me. And there's a public outcry, and the police stop. So they don't want to be bad guys. So the question is, at what point in time do we stop caring about who's the bad guy? At what point in time do we stop caring that we're causing harm? Well, if you've paid any attention to the public discourse recently, there have been incidences where rioters have been attacked physically. Even protesters have been attacked physically. The recent protest in Ireland, Antifa showed up And it wasn't 20 seconds before the crowd turned on them and attacked them, ripped their flag away, ripped their machines apart, chased them off by force. And the one thing that I didn't see in the comment section, in any video that I watched, were tears shed for the people of Antifa. Watch any video of the crowd turning on these protesters. Hell, even watch the video of the one where, truly unfortunate, 2 people got ran over by a car. What do the comment sections say? What do those comments look like? There are no tears being shed for the protesters. You see, the protesters, for a long time, have said, we're doing this because we're the good ones. We're doing this because we speak for the unheard. And that's a very noble sentiment. And Western civilizations are quite amenable to that. We hear that and we think to ourselves, oh, well, that's a noble cause. Maybe we should listen to them. Or at the very least, maybe we shouldn't crack down on them, even if they're causing a fuss. But more and more, it looks like they're causing either too much of a fuss, or people are beginning to think, correctly or incorrectly, that their cause is not as genuine as they initially said it was. You see, empathy is very important, especially to Western civilization. When you show mercy to a fallen opponent, that mercy is shown with the understanding that the fallen opponent is not going to use that as an opportunity to stab you in the back. That is becoming less and less the case the more this year drags on. People get violent, and people go in to stop the violence. And the people who started it begin saying, stop, you're hurting me. And the people that are trying to stop them, they stop. The problem is that more often than not, those people get right back up again, and they start trying to burn the place down. Entire cities burned, livelihoods destroyed, and all anyone could talk about was how mean the police were being for using non-lethal force to push them back. Now, take it from somebody who has in fact had these very weapons used against him. There is nothing pleasant about getting beanbagged, maced, or tased. But still, if you show up, weapon in hand, with intent to destroy, and someone stops you by force, and the first thing you do is cry for mercy, and then the second that mercy is delivered, you complain about the method in which it was delivered, and then you get back up and start doing exactly what you were doing, that is unwise in the extreme. What's going to happen is that eventually people are going to stop caring that you are being hurt. Eventually, people are going to discard their empathy. They're going to discard their mercy because it's a weakness that has been exploited one too many times. The boy who cried wolf is a very important story. If you continuously cry unfair use of force, and then you keep making that force necessary, eventually people are going to stop paying attention to you. The boots will march, and there will be no stopping them. We as a people, of all Western countries, need to stop the escalation, and we need to have a conversation. We need to find all of the people that are attempting to divide us and stop listening to them. And also, if someone is going to show up to a riot with the intent to cause violence and harm, you have no right to complain when someone stops you by force. Flat out, absolutely none. Well, these were just some musings. Remember, take care of yourself. Always be prepared and listen to no one.